So we're in day 2 of our trip down to the Bend, Sandown for the round 6 of the Aussie Racing Car Championship. I didn't realise that I forgot to tell you what happened yesterday in practice at quali. I can't remember if I shot the video or not. But went out for practice, did the practice, everything was good, but then felt like I lost power. There's a few things I had to fix up on the car, a few setup issues, a few problems with the engine. Did a bit of tuning and said we haven't got time to put a new engine in for quali. Did have a spare engine here, but we'll leave it as the loudest jack in the world. Thanks, Mick. Thanks for making, a nuclear noise.
You're welcome.
So yeah, went through that and put it out for quali, and yeah, the times weren't much better. We were just going down the straight that just didn't have that top end. Still had the drive and stuff, and we still put it on about 16, 17, about 24 cars, which was okay for a dud engine. We beat a few people that, we don't know if they got a dud engine or not. We just don't know. We beat them. But yeah, so we spent last night swapping engines around to hopefully the newer engines, better power. Went out today at about 8 o'clock for race 1. Heaps better straight off the start. So went out for the first roll-up lap. Noticed I had that top end that I wanted, especially coming around for the first lap. I made about 4 or 5 positions, so I was up to about 12 spots from 16 to 17. Can't remember where I started on the grid, and ended up finishing 13th. So I was pretty happy with that. I was able to hold off a few people. Just going through some setup changes now to get ready for race 2 out of our 4 races, and yeah, give it a go. Race 2 out of the 4 races all done for today. Saturday we get 2 races today, and then on Sunday we get 2 more races, 1 early morning and 1 in the afternoon. But quite an adventurous race 2, to be honest with you. Came off the start, made a cracking start, got myself up to 9th position from 13th. I was really happy with that because we're trying to get that position so we can start up the front for the top 10, which always eludes us for the reverse grid. But yeah, it was a fair bit of crashing, bashing, safety cars, and all that type of stuff as well. I did make a driver error, yes, even the best of us can do it. But I ran a bit wide of the corner, and when you run right wide in these cars, you pretty much run the front splitter off the car, so that fell off, which really hurt our top end speed there. But yeah, we ended up coming back to 13th, so I was pretty happy with that. I was able to bring the car home. Got some valuable points, which is the main thing. I'm trying to get up and up on the championship ladder. And yeah, it's going to be like Donkey Kong for tomorrow, I can tell you what. One thing I do want to comment on how good the Bend is. Yes, I've already said how good it is. It's all the real small details that really make a race team and a race event really the experience to have. Like simple things like nice, level, flat ground for the pit bays. So all the pit bays are like on a real nice solid asphalt surface. It's all flat, which is very important when setting up the car as well. You want to make sure that everything's exactly flat, so you can do your wheel alignments and all that type of stuff as well. But even stuff like see-through curtains for our pit has a pretty cool feature. It's the first time I've seen it, so people can actually see in there when you've got it all buttoned up in the middle of the night while we're sharing pit lanes and stuff like that. Even stuff like the portaloos and stuff, very clean, and you know what it's like going to an event and a racetrack and all that. It's like a festival. They turn out to be absolutely horrible. So all those things have really ticked the box. But what do you reckon on the weather?
Oh, it's lovely.
Lovely. Perfect sunny weather down here in South Australia. I'm freezing my ass off here. One thing I do absolutely love about coming down to the band, and I was seen up here before when I came back in 2019 to help out for a race, is the facilities. The track is ace. I certainly love racing on the track. But have a look at this. This is some European type racetrack stuff that I haven't seen since I did a little bit of short time stuff over in Europe. Merchandise over there, you've got your full Motorsport reception desk, hotel reception. Yes, there's a hotel here. Hello, Ali. Coffee and everything like that. You got a whole Apex bar and dining up there, but this thing. This is the piece de resistance that I've been here all weekend. GTR McLaren Senna. Have an absolute go at this thing. This is definitely my second most favourite car here this weekend. The first being my own race cars, because I'm biased. But I never thought I'd actually see one of these in the flesh, especially in the old Marlboro colours as well. I didn't think it was allowed. It must be a private painted job or something along those lines, but absolute cool bit of gear.
Officially 25 to 30 kilometers.
Now, if anyone is asking, yes, it is for sale. Put your offers in. I'm sure it will go fast on price and everything like that. Alan Moffat's Mustang. Oh, not Mustang, sorry. Falcon. The Dumbrell Bathurst, Dumbrell Wingcup Bathurst car. Some my mechanic just made me aware of. If you forget your hands device, here's one in the case ready to go. If you forget your fireproof stuff, there it is. Your sticker sheet, I don't know how many times I've been caught without them at the track, especially with your tow and battery and the stickers are falling off. You can come get them here, the gloves and everything like this, tow hoops, these are all stuff us racers forget or get stuck with all the time or get pinned on because we're so busy and everything for the car. So absolute great idea to have these there. And you can buy them straight here at reception. This is what I absolutely love about this place is all the punters here that come in here can get a very, very close action point of what it is to be in the pits, as you can see there. This D-Pack V8 Supercar rolling straight past as we're sitting straight next to Porsche, McLaren, Bugatti, all in a glass private case here with all the advertisements there. And then we walk straight here. These spectators are pretty much out on pit lane. This is like, you know, one of the best things I've seen everywhere. Usually pit lanes are very exclusive, very secure and all that. You can feel the rumble coming through everywhere. That is pretty cool. I really, really do like that because when you come to these events, you want to feel a part of it. You really want to get as much experience as you possibly can. And whilst I'm lucky, I can go racing all the time and feel the experience on the track. You know, it's not every day most punters can get on the track. So to get them as close to it as possible without getting them bolted into the car, or if they can get bolted in the car, get it done. P13, race 2, P13, race 3, P13. I must be the unluckiest man out there. Really good, didn't get the best of starts, but still got an alright start. Was able to trail by the back of the pack for quite a bit, which I was happy with. Had a lot of room, of striking room. The guys that had problems in the last race, you know, started making moves and stuff, so we're in some really good battles. But it's probably around lap 2, 3, 4, 5, I felt this absolute wicked vibration come through the car, and I knew straight away, because I had them blow up on me many a times, tail shafts coming loose. These are common if you check your Legend car, if you're racing them, or your Aussie racing car, no matter what you're racing, check your tail shaft bolts every single session and Loctite them in. We do that and it still comes loose. We need to engineer another solution for it, but they do explode, they do come off, so that's one thing to keep an eye out for all the time. But setup's a lot better. We found a couple of issues this morning, shock pressures and all that weren't doing what we wanted to do, so we set that back up, and yeah, we're going to give it another go. We've got the 4th race. I bloody hope that I don't come 13th. I hope to get better than 13th, but if anything, if I get 13th, I'll just call this unlucky weekend. So stay tuned, next one's going to be a cracker.
That's from the time our last album, that's what we're doing this time period.
Well, race 4, all done, weekend finished. It was an absolute ball terror. That race 4 was crazy. There was just big days of thunder moments, smoke coming off cars and restarts, rollovers and everything like that as well. It was chaos, but kept the nose clean. Made some positions, lost some positions, and defeated the 13th curse. I'm up to 12th, I think. I need to double check that. But I also have to double check what I came for the weekend. I would be very, very surprised if it wasn't 13th for the weekend, because 13th, so we don't know. So we'll check that point. So thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for following my little journey of just how good the bend is and my racing and what's coming on. Next one's Sandown, so I'll do the same thing for the Sandown event. That's our last event for the Aussie Racing Cars. I'm excited. We're hoping to get into a good position for the end of the championship and just absolutely kill it. Thanks, guys.